When Connie Tipton joined the dairy foods industry in 1981, she was brand new to Washington, dairy, and Capitol Hill. Now, 35 years later, she's the voice of the dairy foods industry.
She came to Washington and she joined an industry, the dairy industry, that at that time was totally dominated by males.
Connie and I started working together in 1981. We bonded instantly. We were close in age, we were young in our careers, we were both really learning.
Over the course of her 35-year career, she worked her way up from being a secretary to senior vice president to group vice president, and then eventually became CEO and president of the International Dairy Foods Association.
Hired by Linwood Tipton, Connie discovered she had a natural talent for effectively advocating on behalf of dairy products. With the strong support of milk, cheese, and ice cream company executives, Tip and Connie Tipton built the International Dairy Foods Association into the strong organization it is today.
They taught me the value of trade associations. They taught me that people working together for the collective good can accomplish a whole lot more than any one individual or any one organization can accomplish by themselves.
Connie and Tip were so important in shaping dairy policy because of what they were doing at IDFA.
And she and her husband, Tip, were a tremendous couple, and you trusted them.
Connie's persistence, knowledge, and integrity quickly earned the respect of her colleagues.
Connie knew what she was talking about. Learning about it from someone who really knew their stuff and believed in a free market was very valuable to me.
I think that her trustworthiness and earnestness is what has drawn so many people to work with her and is what has made her a great success.
She earned the respect of every member of Congress and the Senate. It's her integrity that you really respected because you knew what she told you was accurate.
She's incredibly smart and she's visionary.
Those who have worked beside Connie throughout her career will tell you she has a vision for success and a game plan to achieve it.
When you have a meeting with Connie, there's two things that are very apparent. Number one, you know exactly where she stands, and number two, you know exactly what she wants you to do when you walk out of the meeting.
Connie is courageous. She's not afraid of taking on a battle if it's the smart, right thing to do.
When things got tough, you could just see this fire burning in her eyes. She was not going to lose.
If people followed her example, we would get a hell of a lot more done in Washington.
Connie's ability to get things done is well known in Washington, across the dairy industry, and among association leaders.
My dairy amendment to the Farm Bill dealt with a contentious issue, but the vote represented a true compromise on dairy policy. The amendment was based on the free market. Connie and her team were integral in building support for our amendment to the Farm Bill, and I thank them for their help.
The Capitol Hill Ice Cream Party was one of Connie's early projects. It was something that she and Tip really created. I think they just had the 34th annual event, and she was there for every single one.
I think about the merger of the National Cheese Institute with the Milk and Ice Cream Associations that ultimately became IDFA, and how important and far-sighted it was to the cheese industry to be part of their great organization.
Freeing dairy from burdensome regulations, advocating for free market policies, and making July National Ice Cream Month are only a handful of the wins Connie has achieved.
Connie helped build and lead one of the most respected trade associations. She's kept us all working together, and that's not an easy task.
She positioned IDFA well for the future. There will be an important trade association to represent processor interests long after she retires.
Connie has had an enormous, almost incalculable impact on the dairy industry. She, I think, is one of 3 people in the whole world that actually understands the federal milk marketing and pricing orders, and she's just made it somehow look easy.
She has delivered for IDFA year after year after year after year.
Connie continues to deliver for those organizations that helped shape her career. She's taken an active role in shaping the next generation of professional lobbyists as a member of the Board of Governors for the Bryce Harlow Foundation. She's a member of the board of directors of the National Women's Party and an active supporter of her local community through Barracks Row Main Street. For all this, she has received numerous awards, most recently the George Washington Spirit Award and the Business Government Relations Award from the Bryce Harlow Foundation. Above all, she's earned the unswerving respect of her colleagues and friends and loved ones.
On behalf of all of us in the agriculture and food industry in Washington, we want to congratulate you on a job extremely well done.
Connie, congratulations on a great career. You're one of my dear friends, and I wish you well in your retirement.
We couldn't have done it without you and Tip. It's been a great run.
We are all so grateful to you for everything you have done.
You leave a lasting imprint on all of us whom you have touched over the years.
Congratulations from the bottom of our hearts.
You made this industry a better place to be.
So, with the lick of your product, here's to you, babe. Love you.